Okay, this is the second video for Newport Villa. Just got interrupted by a phone call and I forgot to put my phone on Do Not Disturb. But they did a little bit of an asphalt berm here so water wouldn't be traveling down into their concrete. We need to do the same thing so water will continue to travel down and go into this catch basin. Same thing here. They did just a little bit of an asphalt berm to keep water from going down into their driveway. So they're trying to keep the water flow at least going down to here and not going into the carport area. So we need to make sure we put back a little bit of an asphalt berm. Got a little bit of tree root damage up here. So there's gonna be a little bit of cutting involved next to cedar tree. Wraps around, goes back down. It's a little tighter in here on this one. I would imagine each one is its own day in itself, so probably 5 separate trips out here. I don't know if we'd be able to rip out 2 at a time or not. It just seems like a lot of work around all this in order to put the asphalt back, so probably looking at 5 separate trips. Okay, and as we get down here to the end, I'm going to show you the last 2. I've shown you 3 driveways so far. I'm going to show you the 4th and 5th one. Okay, there's one over there. So, cul-de-sac right here. This driveway has 2 catch basins in it. Parking over to the right, over to the left, just like it did before on the other ones. Or just like the other ones. Okay. You can see they ran some sort of line in here at one point. So we definitely got to make sure we do a locate in here on all of these. So 2 catch basins, and you have this little vault here that doesn't look like it's doing much right now. It's like totally clogged. Up against the concrete, a little bit of tree root damage in here. Not as much as the other, but a little bit. Okay, this one's a little more flat. So everything needs to kind of run to the middle. From up here in this area, it all needs to kind of run towards the middle here. The flow line needs to be more centered in the middle here. This is the point right here where it'll probably crest, and then water will continue to go down this direction. Maybe right past these doors here. We'll reference that 12513. From about that doorway, get that water flowing down out towards the street to this catch basin. And then we stop right there at the bottom, tie this in, gradual slope there. This is all 3 inches, by the way, 3-inch removal, 3-inch placement, remove 2 inches of dirt, put back 2 inches of rock, compact it, put the asphalt in. And here's the last driveway. It comes down. Those cinder blocks will probably need to be moved. They will. Right now it's holding that rock back, so we're going to have to push some of that rock back. And let's put in a little bit of pricing to just lay the cinder blocks right back where they were. But the asphalt goes right underneath the cinder blocks. It's holding that white rock in here. So throw a little bit of extra time in there on putting the cinder blocks back. This asphalt right here slopes a little bit towards the building. I would say we probably want to make it as flat as we can. There's no catch basin down here for drainage. So there's really no area to run this asphalt as far as sloping. You can see it kind of goes this direction, puddles up. I would imagine they probably want to keep it somewhat flat or going towards that way into the dirt, so that way it can just drain down into the earth there. Okay, tree root damage on this side, right towards the end, but that's where we have to stop. It's right where the tires are there. And you can see it kind of does one of these and makes its way out to the driveway. Same exact thing as the other ones. Looks like we have a little bit of concrete removal to do here. Yeah, that was a separate pour. I was thinking maybe it was in there, but no, it's a separate pour there. This has got all kinds of sunken areas here. So need to get the flow of asphalt. So this will probably have to raise up a little bit, almost like a little bit of a berm, in order to keep the water flowing down to there. This vault here sits up kind of high, so just got to make sure that this asphalt's kind of built up almost on a hump here, and then making its way kind of downward towards this vault, and then ultimately to that catch basin. Same thing over here. We want to make sure this concrete here, it's sitting what looks like, and I don't have a transit with me, but you know, this dips down here towards that drain, so water's probably going down into that direction. But as much as possible, we want to keep that water going that way as much as possible. It might even require a little bit of an asphalt raised edge here, almost like a little bit of a curb, or berm, I should say. And then over here, this asphalt goes all the way back to those pavers, to their driveway. Here, again, everything kind of slopes that direction. You see there's a little bit of puddling there in the back. There's no drain here. So, you know, little challenges here that will make it fun. But I think if we try to raise this up a little bit and get this asphalt going in this direction, we could try to get the water to flow back towards the middle. Okay. You see they got sandbags here because water's probably going back in there. All right. That's it. That's all 5 driveways. I'm going to get the measurements done here shortly. And we'll write that down on the aerial map, so we have record of it on there, and then I'll put it in on Workman's as well. Again, this is 2020 project. This first bid is for budgeting, and then we'll do a final bid later on this winter. All right, thanks.